I want to give you a simple rule to help out with your email prospecting. And here it is. The longer your email, the harder it is to respond. The longer your email, the harder it is to respond. In most cases, your goal, if you are doing cold prospecting, is actually just to start a conversation, and to start a conversation that is relevant to any kind of offer that you would make to this potential client. And in order to start a conversation, you need a reply, you need a response from them. And I've taught before, Dean Jackson has this rule for writing emails that they should be short, personal, and expecting reply, which means short, is short, maybe a sentence, a couple sentences. Personal, it should actually feel like it's a message from one person to another, not from like some corporate or whatever, like some non-person voice. And expecting reply, like one of the best ways is to just ask an open-ended question, or a question where the answer is a simple yes, no, but it suggests a deeper conversation. So some examples, and I was thinking about copywriters specifically for this because so many people on my list are copywriters and looking to get clients. Are you working with outside copywriters right now? Do you currently have any overflow copywriting needs? I mean, those two questions just by themselves, each one individually, could absolutely land you a conversation with a great potential client. Another one, like if you were helping clients with their Facebook ads, I notice you're running a few Facebook ads right now. Are you getting the results you wanted? You could do something similar with email, like, hey, I just got this email from you. It's really good. Are you working with copywriters to put these emails out? Things like that. Or you can go a little bit more indirect. You can say, like, do you currently have funnels that are working on cold traffic? Kind of opens up a suggestion. Now, I'm assuming you can fulfill on this. Like, you can help them build a funnel that is going to convert on cold traffic. But it leaves this open loop of, okay, is this person trying to send traffic my way? Should I talk to them about that? Or are they like a copywriter? What's their thing? And what conversation should I have with them about that? And the whole key here is to make it an inquiry into their needs. Like, you don't make it about you. You make it about them. You make it about what they need. You ask them if they're looking for help right now. You ask them if they need something that is relevant and relative to the offer that you would make as a service provider. One of the big mistakes that I often see, like when people pitch me cold by email, are they think they're selling themselves, but really they are selling against themselves. Like, the more that they talk, the more it's clear that they're not a good fit. And I guess in that regard, they're doing me a favor because they are making it easy for me to say no. But oftentimes what will happen is somebody will try to reveal themselves a little bit in this email, try to reveal themselves from this like cold pitch, and just like dump a bunch of word vomit onto the page. And it doesn't resonate at all. Being irrelevant, like if you make a bunch of assumptions about this particular client that you are prospecting, and you say a bunch of things that are tied to those assumptions, but those assumptions were wrong, then the client is very easily going to say, hey, this is irrelevant. This person is clearly not for me. Whereas if you had asked a bunch of questions, if you had had a conversation with them, starting with a much simpler email, then you may have actually found that there was a fit. You just had to talk about different things, or in a different way, different features, different whatever of your offer. Another big mistake that comes out of sending much longer in-depth emails is putting big investment where there is zero opportunity. For example, I have worked in the past with copywriters. But today, if somebody is trying to be like a junior copywriter for me, and they invest an hour, 2 hours of their time, really like pouring their hearts out and trying to justify why they should be a junior copywriter for me. But it's not even something that I'm looking for. It's not even something that's on my radar. There's zero opportunity there, and they don't know that before they send in this culmination of hours worth of work. And so you don't want to put a big investment where there is no opportunity. And so a short email beforehand can very quickly figure out if there is any opportunity there worth discussing. Like, are you currently looking for any junior copywriters? Very easy, right? And that can get a yes or no. And it's easy to reply to. Like a very long email, sometimes those will sit in my inbox for a week or two. Sometimes I will just decide that it's not worth investing the thought and time and energy in replying to. And sometimes, I will reply to it later, but at that point, kind of the excitement of the conversation is gone. Whereas if it's a really short question that I can answer in a few words, like, yes, what's up? Or no, not right now. Something like that. It can be replied to really quickly. It can be replied to in less than 2 minutes, which a lot of people use as a general rule for either consciously or unconsciously for what emails to reply to versus which ones to just kind of leave unread or archive or whatever. So when you think about that, when you think about how do you make it easy for someone to respond, and making it short is absolutely a way that makes it easy, that starts the conversation. And then, like in my Client Getting Blueprint training, milestone 2 is all about building like a minimum viable funnel, which is when somebody does express interest in like having a conversation with you, do you have a process in place to move them into that conversation, to book time on your calendar to have a conversation with them, and to then set up so that you can make the pitch of your services if it's relevant, and like what that conversation actually needs to look like to set up the pitch of your services. Now, are there exceptions? Are there exceptions to this? The longer your email, the harder it is to respond. Yes, there are. For example, when I have tried to work with some particular clients, and my short emails were not actually generating the business that I wanted them to generate. One thing that I did was I actually sat down and I wrote an entire like headline and lead for a client. And I said, hey, I think this is a great way to pitch your services or to pitch your product that I see that you are advertising right now. And I'd love to talk to you about turning this into a full promotion. And that got me, at that time, I think my fee was $10,000, and sitting down and writing that actually did get me that contract. Should you use these exceptions? Should you do something like that? Probably not. Unless, number one, you've tried the short email, you've tried having that conversation and it hasn't worked. Plus, you feel completely confident that you are going to be able to demonstrate your ability, not like ability to sell yourself, but instead like aim at this thing out here, which is I'm going to demonstrate my ability to sell your product, and I'm going to put together a message for you. And again, this advice applies to copywriters, but how else could you demonstrate your ability to get your client results if you're not a copywriter? So put that out there and say, this is what I can do for you. If you'd like to have a conversation with me, let's do it. And that, it's kind of a longer email, but even that, the email itself doesn't have to be long. It's, hey, I've attached a headline and lead that I think would work really well for you. Would you like to have a conversation about turning this into a promotion? Hey, I've shown you, I've attached something that shows you the results that I can get for you. Would you like to have a conversation about how this might actually work? Would you like a demo or whatever the relevant language is for your offer there? So again, just remember, the longer your email, the harder it is to respond. And If you make it easy for your prospect to respond to your first email, you have the opportunity to start a conversation that may happen a little bit over email. And then if you follow my advice from Client Getting Blueprint, you're going to move them into a call, a conversation, a video call, whatever's appropriate. And you are going to then build a relationship from there and be much more likely to close the sale. What do you think? Do you have experience with this? Do you have experience that goes against my advice here? Leave a comment. Let me know. Also, make sure that you like this video so you get more content like this, and so that the magical algorithms of the internet will share the video with more people like you. You can also share the video yourself with other people who you think might find it valuable, and make sure that you're subscribed. You can subscribe here. You can also go to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, get my daily emails Monday through Friday, including videos, articles on marketing, copywriting, business building, growing your business, getting clients, and more. My name is Roy Furr. This is a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Thanks for watching. I hope you've gotten a lot of value here, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.